Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and right now, the buzz is all about a potential blockbuster move that could shake up the entire NFC East. Rumors are swirling around Myles Garrett, the elite pass rusher from the Cleveland Browns, and the possibility that he might be heading to Washington Commanders. This isn't just idle chatter. It's coming from credible sources and has the potential to be one of the most impactful trades in recent franchise history. Garrett, who's been a dominant force on Cleveland's defensive line, could find himself donning the burgundy and gold next season. And if this happens, it could dramatically change how the Commanders approach their defense and overall playoff aspirations. Now, let's get into what makes this rumor so intriguing. For starters, Cleveland's current rebuild on offense and their cap situation make a trade like this plausible. The Browns, sitting with a 4-10 record and only around $12 million in cap space, are looking at a possible reset. They've been trying to rebuild their roster and perhaps see trading Garrett, a player with a cap hit of $29 million in 2026, as a way to clear space and acquire draft picks, plus a young quarterback prospect to build around. Historically, we saw a similar move back in 2018 when the Bears traded Khalil Mack, which turned their franchise around and significantly boosted their defense. That kind of strategic move is exactly what Cleveland might be eyeing now. Picture this: Garrett, a Texas A&M product, has been nothing short of spectacular since entering the league. Over his career, he's played 162 games, racking up 98. 5 sacks, 18 forced fumbles, and earning PFF grades consistently above 93, including a 92. 7 grade projected for 2025. Just last season, Garrett tallied 12 sacks in 14 games, and he's already amassed 28 QB hits this year. His ability to disrupt quarterbacks and make plays behind the line of scrimmage is second to none. His presence on the field elevates any defensive unit, and bringing him into the Commanders' front seven could be a game changer, much like how J.J. Watt's arrival once transformed the Houston Texans' defense. Let's talk about what Garrett would mean for Washington. The Commanders, currently sitting at 6-8 with a defense that's managed just 25 sacks this season, would get an instant boost with Garrett anchoring their pass rush. His addition could increase their pressure rate by around 22%, making it even more difficult for opposing quarterbacks to operate comfortably. Not only that, but his presence could help reduce the yardage allowed on the ground by approximately 15%, strengthening their run defense significantly. Currently, Washington's pass rush isn't as prolific as it could be, but adding Garrett would push their sack total up by about 14, turning their defense into a formidable force that can consistently get after the quarterback. The impact of Garrett isn't just about individual stats. It's about how he elevates the entire defense. With the presence of a player like him, the secondary benefits from less pressure on their coverage, allowing them to play more aggressively and reduce big plays. This is exactly the kind of upgrade that could put Washington in a better position to contend in the playoffs. And let's not forget, Garrett isn't just a one-trick pony. He's a versatile defender who can also help clog running lanes and set the tone for a relentless defensive front. Now, picture the potential playoff scenario. The Commanders, who are currently sitting outside the top spots in the NFC, could see their odds shift dramatically. With Garrett, their chances of making a deep playoff run could increase from +12-0 to as low as +5-0, a huge jump in betting odds and a testament to how impactful his addition could be. Especially considering he's shown he can be a difference maker in the postseason, just like he's been in his career, with the ability to take over games and take down even the best offensive lines. Of course, this is all speculation for now, but the parallels with past moves are hard to ignore. The trade of Khalil Mack in 2018 set the Bears on a path to a more competitive defense, and a similar move for Garrett could have the same effect on the Commanders. His proven track record of dominance, with 162 career games and nearly 100 sacks, makes him one of the most feared pass rushers in the league. And if he joins Washington, he could become the centerpiece of a defensive unit that's been searching for that extra edge to push them over the playoff hump. Looking ahead, the Commanders' front office is facing a pivotal offseason. They need to decide whether to go all in and make a splash trade that could define their future. Garrett's potential arrival isn't just about boosting their pass rush. It's about establishing a new identity on defense. The team has been building with young talent, and adding a veteran superstar like Garrett would send a clear message that they're serious about competing now and in the future. In terms of strategy, the trade would require careful maneuvering. Cleveland's asking price might include multiple draft picks and potentially a young quarterback prospect, which aligns with their rebuild plans. Washington, on the other hand, would need to weigh the cost against the immediate benefits. But given Garrett's talent and the impact he could have, it's a move that could be worth every penny. His presence would send shockwaves through the league and set the tone for years to come. And let's not forget the fans' perspective. Washington supporters have been patiently waiting for their team to take that next step. A move like this would energize the fan base, fill the stands with excitement, and create a buzz that could last through the offseason and into next year. With Garrett wearing the burgundy and gold, games would become even more electrifying, and the team's chances of making a deep playoff run would skyrocket. To wrap it up, all signs point to the possibility that the Commanders could be on the verge of making a massive move in the offseason. If they manage to secure Myles Garrett, it could be the catalyst that transforms their defense into a dominant unit capable of wreaking havoc on opposing QBs and leading the team deep into the postseason. It's a storyline that fans should be watching closely because this isn't just talk. This could be the beginning of a new era for Washington Commanders football, one where their defense becomes the envy of the league. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So, what do you think? Is Myles Garrett the missing piece that Washington needs to finally break through and contend for a Super Bowl? Will Cleveland pull the trigger on this blockbuster deal, or will they hold on to their star for one more year? The offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting periods in recent Commanders history, and everyone's waiting to see what happens next. Keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and as always, I'll be here bringing you the latest updates and insights. Remember, this is your source for all things Washington Commanders, and we're all in this together as fans. So drop your thoughts below, share this video with your fellow fans, and let's keep this conversation going. The future is bright, and with bold moves like this, the Commanders could be on the cusp of something special. Stay loyal, stay loud, and let's make some noise in the NFL.